Not sure if you all know this, but Adrian and I both have YouTube channels. My YouTube channel, if you can please subscribe, is Nevermore Records. Adrian's is Plastic Realm Toys. You can also follow us on Instagram at HNH_podcast and find us on Facebook. We even have a private group. Just send a request and we'll let you in. Follow our recording studio on Instagram at Nevermore_Records_EPTX and our guitar company on Instagram at Nevermore_Guitars.
We were talking about something. And somebody said, one of us said something about death. And you were like, well, I don't even care, man. Like, I don't care if I die. It doesn't bother me or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, you turned me on. You made me sad and turned me on at the same fucking time. Because you were like, if he dies, he dies. I'm not you. You are you. I'm no one. So thoughts. Connection. It's buried. It's not. And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Half and Half Podcast.
Hey,
girlfriend.
Oh, shit. What did I just do? Oh, fuck. Okay, sorry. I think I deleted all my notes.
What?
I don't know. We'll see. Anyways.
What the fuck you mean, we'll see? I got to carry this show again?
No, I got to.
Chingo.
Hey, guys. Welcome back.
Welcome.
So today's going to be a little bit different.
Yes.
Well, kind of, sort of. We're gonna bypass a lot of our segments.
Yeah, which I actually had this time.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Finally?
That's all right, though.
But it's only because we're gonna get into our Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, our favorite time of the year. I love it. Although, well, I'll save my comments for when we get there.
Yeah, but before we get into it, if you guys haven't heard the latest episode of the Dad Bodcasters show, you need to go and listen. Dad Bodcasters. Dad Bodcasters, episode 7. Check it out. Just wanted to throw that out there because it's fresh. It's fresh.
It's new. Hopefully we'll do another one in, I want to say 2 weeks, something like that.
I'm hoping before Christmas, yeah.
Oh, for sure. It's going to be before Christmas, yeah.
So, what's new?
Nothing, man. I'm fucking sick.
I know.
Again.
I just hope you don't have COVID because I cannot afford to get COVID, Adrian.
I don't, man. And you haven't kissed me in like 2 weeks anyway. What the fuck
true.
Are you worried about?
Dude, knock on wood. I have not been sick.
When you open this and I take a swig, then you got something to worry about.
That, I need to open. I have not been sick, dude. At all.
You know what's so weird?
And I cannot afford to. Look at that. Look at the Rain energy drinks, ladies and gentlemen.
I forgot mine in the car because I want to take a nap when I get home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Again,
I didn't sleep at all last night.
It's total body fuel. This is the only crap that keeps me awake.
It's not crap.
It's not crap.
Fucking
Sorry.
Liquid gold.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
You know what's so weird? You say that you. I think we're.
Which one is this?
Dude, that's
the rainbow shirt. Just because I haven't had it in a while.
That's the best one.
I've been drinking the blueberry one.
The thing that sucks about that one so bad is that it tastes so good that you want to keep drinking them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't because you don't want your fucking heart to explode.
I always tell people, because I've tried a lot of energy drinks. I always tell people the interesting thing about this one is, like, I don't even have to drink the whole thing. Yeah. A third of it and I'm good. Like, I'm set. Like,
I will caution you, if you intend to break into this amazing world, the first time you have one, be near a toilet, because sometimes they make you poop.
It's all the amino acids and stuff that they've got in this thing.
It's the caffeine, man.
You think?
Like coffee.
No,
yes.
Caffeine doesn't make me poop, though.
It doesn't make you shit, but it makes half the world.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, coffee no longer does that. It used to do that to me. Not anymore, I guess.
Yeah, oh no. Coffee doesn't do shit for me anymore.
No pun intended.
Yeah. I drink coffee for the taste now, not for the effect anymore.
Oh, okay.
I love it in the wintertime.
Yeah, I love it all the time. But yeah.
Yeah. So going back to you saying that you haven't been sick.
Yeah.
It's so weird how we fucking halved it this year, man.
Yeah.
I think what's going on here is the past couple of years, I want to say like 3 years, for whatever good reason, we've seen a lot more of each other than we have in like a decade.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Our work schedules are always so weird when you were in education and I've been an operator for 11 years. But
smooth operator for years.
Oh, you're goddamn right, buddy. So I think your pussy is rubbing off on me and my toughness is rubbing off on you.
Whatever.
You know what
Whatever. Um,
I
yeah,
never used to fucking get sick.
I cannot afford to get sick because I have so much going on.
Yeah.
Especially because if
you're not that worried. You go out all the time. You're not that fucking worried.
But that's to build my immunity, man.
Hold on. I got to switch headphones. This is the bad one.
Oh, shit. So while Adrian switches headphones, check out Exiled Podcast. One of the podcasts that I like to produce. They come in, half of Exiled comes in from San Francisco once a month to do an episode. And if you haven't heard us mention them before, I mentioned them again, and that's because
we mention them every episode.
I know, but I want to make a point to really.
Those are our scissor sisters.
They they were in the studio. We were in the studio last night. Also over the weekend, they had some really fucking good guests, which I'll talk about right now in a little bit. But yeah, Exiled Podcast. If you haven't, check them out.
Yeah, we shout them out every episode.
Yeah, but I think they deserve a good shout out. A good, not a check out Exiled. No, I think they deserve a good shout out, like a good those are our boys.
We constantly say Dave and Stevie, Exile.
They had me fucking shotgunning beers last night, which I hadn't done in a long fucking time.
Yeah, you're 27, so you haven't done that in like 7 years.
So, all right, what else? What's new? What's going on other than you being sick? And
I'm not sick. I'm under the weather because I can function.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm good. I didn't sleep at all last night.
So you think that brings out those symptoms in you?
No, like I want to nap today because I didn't sleep. But no, I've been functioning. I'm not deathly ill.
Because you're like blowing your nose and all kinds of stuff.
It's cold outside.
It's not that cold.
I should change in the weather.
Oh, dude, if I get sick, I'm gonna be really upset.
Oh, you'll be upset at me, but anybody else who gets you sick, oh, it's okay, man.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, anything you want to talk about before I get into what I'm going to talk about?
Dude, one weird thing. So, I have this thing where I love people's stories, right? I don't care who you are. If I get a chance to talk to you, I want to pick your brain about your background.
Can I say something about that though?
Please.
I'm the same way but some people, when they start their stories, I'm like, oh, God.
I had to fucking ask.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead. I'm the same.
Which, this topic right here, I have an idea for a podcast that you and I potentially want to start doing. It has to relate to people's stories. Anyway, I just love people's backgrounds because, as I said earlier, people have a tendency of getting stuck in their own bubble, right? And they're stuck in their own world, and like they forget there's a world outside of their world, right?
Right.
And that's what intrigues me about people. Because, you know, I'm an East Sider. I rarely leave the East Side. I roll deep in a fucking squad of like 7, which is you, podcasters, and my wife and my kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got a small circle, so sometimes you get lost in it. But anyway, there's a dude at work. He and I are on the same crew. My buddy Frankie. We've been on a crew for about a year together. So we talk every day, and so more and more, I'm starting to like pick his brain about shit. Dude, check this out. Never, and all the people I've come across my whole entire life, have I ever heard this. He doesn't like music. He's never owned a CD a day in his life.
What?
Never been to a fucking concert a day in his life. Like music he's completely oblivious to music. He goes, well, I like Spanish music, dude, but like, I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm like, okay, see, when you get in your car,
yeah,
what do you listen to? He goes, boss, whatever's on the, whatever turns on. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Like, you can't sing a song. You can't name an artist, nothing. He's like, nope. I do nothing to music. Zero.
That's interesting.
It's fucking weird.
Right? I didn't know that anybody like that existed.
Exactly. He's a big sports guy, right? He plays soccer his whole life, and so he's like. But I even told him, I said, dude, music and sports kind of go hand in hand. You know what I mean? Like,
how?
Well,
I'm curious.
Like when people, I don't even know the examples I'm trying to use, but yeah, I mean, you know, like a lot of athletes like to listen to music while they're working out, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if he's watches sports, I mean, I can understand if he was an athlete.
No, he was. He's
you said soccer. That's right. That's right.
Time into soccer,
but yeah, I guess I could see that. Yeah,
you know. Okay, so I don't think he doesn't even know what the fucking podcast is, so I'm not even worried about him, dude. I told him when he told me that part of it, I picked his brain for days, and I'm like, Frankie, what about this? And he'd be like, no, dude. I'm like, the fuck? I said, dude, I'm going to talk about you on my podcast. And he goes, what's a podcast? And I tried to explain it to him. And like, you see the gears turning. And like 2 days, he's like, so I can find you on the internet, like your face? And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And all you do is talk? And I'm like, God damn, dude.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's an anomaly for sure.
Weird, right?
Wow.
I even told him, I said, dude, I asked him, I said, would you come on and talk about that? Not that you have anything to fucking talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Imagine, so what do you think of Britney Spears? Who?
Yeah, dude, yeah. It's exactly how that guy is, man.
Wow, that's interesting, man.
Yeah. And I said, what about your wife? He's like, oh, she likes music. And I said, your kids, they like it. And I'm like, so how the fuck do you dodge music? Like, I don't get it.
You know, maybe they say that when you listen to music, there's certain connections that form in your brain, right? Neurons or whatever. I don't even know. Maybe for him, it just doesn't happen. So it doesn't appeal to him. Maybe he's just kind of wired differently.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, that motherfucker's wired differently for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. Weird, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
My
That's
buddy
so
Frankie.
weird. It's so weird. Sometimes I think back. I think why do we love music so much? You know, I understand that obviously those connections again and the neural pathways and whatever. But at the same time, you know, music goes back very far.
Yeah.
You know, tribes and stuff and celebrations and all that. But what is it that has, through evolution, evolved us to a point where we're just so drawn to it? It's so weird, right?
Yeah.
You know?
I've thought the same thing. Because for me, I've broken record. Anytime I listen to music, it's an experience for me. Like, it's like something happens to me. Playing music, it's even worse. You know what I mean?
It releases certain like chemicals, right?
Yeah.
And
like, I don't take it lightly. I don't just like fucking turn on the radio and whatever, right? Like, I
wanna look up some research on that and find out a little bit. I'm sure it gets very sciencey and boring, but at the same time, there has to be like an evolution aspect. Matter of fact, when I wrote my thesis, I considered doing something on like the history of a certain type of music and stuff.
I'm surprised you didn't do something on music.
I know I should have, but the only reason I didn't was it was the resources for the research were just very thin.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't go that route.
But that brings me to another thing I wanted to bring up. It's actually the perfect segue, and then I'll give you the floor. I love podcasts, right? I've recently been listening to a lot of Bill Maher. He's got his podcast, Bill Maher Club Random.
I love Bill Maher. Mm-hmm.
He had Neil deGrasse Tyson on there a few days ago.
Yeah.
I haven't finished the episode, but they got to a part where they're talking about science and physics and music, right? What it is to be an artist and what it is to be smart, basically, right? And I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something that struck my core so hard. And I've always been proud to be a musician, and I've always been proud to be an artist, right? We're artists. We're not just guys who can play the guitar. Because you and I have always said anybody factually can learn how to play a guitar.
Right.
Anybody in the whole entire world. So for those of you saying, oh, I could never do it, trust me, you can. It's muscle memory. It's this, it's that. Now, to be a creative mind and be able to write songs,
to piece together,
that's something entirely different. Because I tell you, I know guys that could fucking loop, swoop, and pull all day long, and they'll tell you, I don't know how to write a song to save my life.
Yeah, I know guys that think they know how to write a song, and they're not very good at it.
So Neil deGrasse Tyson said something across the lines of, anybody, you take 5, 6, 7 physicists, just because Einstein discovered the theory of relativity. He said, trust me, somebody would have eventually discovered that, right? Somebody will. He goes, but you take Mozart, nobody born before him or after him would ever compose the Ninth Symphony or whatever it was.
Oh, wow. I never thought about that.
Right?
That's pretty interesting.
Right?
Wow.
And then he goes on to say more about how being an artist and a creative is something entirely different.
Although I did read one time, and I guess maybe it connects. I read one time that AI, some guy programmed it to discover every melody, every like chorus melody possible, combination possible. So there's an actual AI out there that, let's say that you're in the chord of E and you want to create a hook to go with the chord of E, he can type it up, and there you go. There's 100 different, or probably 1,000 different melodies that you could do over that.
I mean, yeah, I can see it being possible, but to replace like what melody I would come up with, what melody you would
but what they claim though is they claim that it's literally mapped every combination. So
combination of notes, yes, but melody is not a note. Melody
true, but I guess what they're trying to say is that whatever you come up with, the AI has already found.
I'm going to disagree, because I think about it this way. Being the front man of Texas Cutthroat, being a guy who does acoustic music and sings over it by myself and all that, vocal melodies come to me very fucking easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even think about it.
Right.
You play a part and I can sing something over it. Right. But like my kid, for example, or my brother Gussie, he's a guitar player. He has an amazing voice. But I
thought he was a drummer.
But he plays guitar.
I know, just kidding.
But I know a lot of people that are like, I cannot come up with vocal melody to save my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
I'm really good at that too. I don't like my own voice, so I can't sing. But there's been a lot of I mean, our last EP that we did in Ashling, I sat there and almost created every single melody on that EP. That's something that I would have never said before, but given our current circumstance with a certain individual, I don't give a fuck. I sat there and like...
Well, that's because the heart was lost with that individual. He already told us he was tapped out that time.
Yeah, but that's really interesting, dude. The whole Mozart thing. Wow.
Crazy, right?
I like that connection, and that's a very interesting thing to think about.
I'm always proud to be a musician, but it made me be like, fuck yeah, you're a part of a small few. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, anything else for you?
I mean, I got a long list, so
which is surprising because normally you're like, oh, shit.
You want to get moving on, so I won't even bring it up.
Well, last night, speaking of Exiled, I was in the studio with Exiled, and I'm not giving out anything too soon because I think it's already been posted. They had an amazing bass player last night from the band Frozen Soul. So Stevie from Exiled apparently got my brother into Frozen Soul. My brother is it's rare that he gives a positive anything about music. He's just so...
And we're talking about Eric W. Not fuck Jason.
He's so... I don't know. Especially with new music. I mean, we struggle sometimes liking certain new bands, but he really struggles.
Yeah.
But I remember him reaching out to me and saying, hey, there's this band, they're called Frozen Soul. Like, their sound is so amazing, like, blah, blah, blah. He just went off, right? And I started listening. I listened to him a little bit, and then I kind of fell off. But the guys from Exiled, they mention them regularly. And last night, they actually had the bass player from Frozen Soul on.
Yeah.
So hence the T-shirt here. So that was really cool. Just being able to be a part of that episode and kind of hearing the bass player talk about her experience in that band. So of course, naturally, they were headlining a show here at Rock House, so we went to go see them. And dude, I was blown away. Like, you know how I always say it's hard for bands, especially like in smaller clubs and stuff like that, to sound good and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Dude, their sound, from their guitars to their drums, Fear Factory. I went to go see Fear Factory. I love Fear Factory, and I was kind of like their sound was very thin.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, man, their sound was so fucking good, dude. It was a wall of sound.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The new trend is most bands come with their own sound guy now, right? Like personal sound guy,
right?
So we're used to the house sound guy.
Yeah.
But most bands now.
Right. Well, we had our own sound guy at one point.
Well, we did, but I mean, he just happened to be the guy that was doing sound for everybody too. You know what I mean?
Well, no, we used to hire him.
Yeah, but he was like...
If
Cannibal Corpse came in, he was going to do them also.
Right.
Versus Cannibal Corpse coming in with their own sound guy.
Right. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, man, I was just... First of all, I think they really just honed in on their tone, for themselves. And then it just carries over with, probably anywhere that they play. I was really impressed, man. I got to say, like, now, I've listened to them, touched in here and there, but now just seeing them live and hearing them and hearing how good they were.
You're a fan.
Yeah. Now it's like, dude, like, hell yeah.
I actually haven't given them a shake yet.
They're death metal. They're like a new death metal. They're really getting up there, man.
Yeah.
They're carving their little road in the death metal scene.
That's awesome.
But I just wanted to kind of mention that. And Sam, the bass player, one of the coolest fucking down to earth chicks I've ever met. Yeah. Super cool. We were shotgunning beers outside and we hung out. Just such a good night, such a good night of music. So Exiled, you guys are badass for making that happen. And Frozen Soul, you guys are definitely going to be on my next playlist.
Absolutely.
So, but anyhow.
Shout out Exiled, Dave and Stevie. Shout out Frozen Soul.
Yeah.
And Sam. Awesome. Can't wait to see that episode.
Yeah. Oh, real quick. There was also another band that I wanted you to try listen to called
1,000 Stab Wounds.
No, 200 Stab Wounds. Yeah. But they were good too. But no, actually it wasn't one of the earlier openers. They're called Tribal Gaze. not Gays.
Yes, I know. Gaze into your eyes.
Yeah. Or was it Tribal Gaze? Yeah, I think.
Get your mind out of the gutter, man. I caught it first hand. Gaze, like I'm gazing into your eyes. Yeah, you went the other way. Chingalo, dude. This whole fucking time. I knew it, dude.
They were good, man. They even brought that singer up on stage to do a song with them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I love it when I discover bands from seeing them live.
Yeah. Tribal Gaze with a Z.
That's how it was with me in Salt Wound. Remember?
Yeah.
Salt Wound. Still, I love that band so much. I didn't even know who they were until I saw them live, and it just blew me away. Yeah. But anyways, it was a really, really, really cool night. Really fun night.
Awesome.
Wish you could have been there.
Yeah. I had totally even forgotten.
Yeah, you forgot everything. You were supposed to go with me to the West Side Studio on Monday. Didn't hear a phone call. You were supposed to go.
Why don't you fucking remind me? Look, because I love how you can really forget everything, but I can't forget one fucking thing.
I was like, if he really wants to come, he'll message me.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever
So there I was,
heard.
sitting in the control room, like, man, only if Adrian was here.
I'm a phone. It's a simple fucking reminder.
Should we call Ricky?
Dude.
Is it that time?
Time to call Ricky.
Time to call.
Time to call Ricky. Time to call Ricky.
That sounds like time to call. That sounds like a. That sounds like a. What was that show? Blue's Clues.
Oh man, you fucking ruined it for me. We are gonna see Blue's
Clues.
Time to call Ricky.
Let's give Ricky a call. What are we gonna ask him? How was his Thanksgiving? No, because then it's gonna be depressing. Oh wait.
I had fucking chalupas with
yeah. I'll wait and do shit. Wait, just
the last way.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't ask him that. What's a good question to ask him?
I don't know.
Ask him what his favorite band is right now.
Oh, okay. Let's do that. Let's see if he even answers. But
Depeche Mode way. Placebo way.
But I don't listen to anything new way.
Beachy Deftones way.
Come on, Rick. It's gonna be the second time he fails us.
This fucking guy.
Second or third?
Second.
But that's okay.
Please leave your message for.
That just means that when we do finally get a hold of him, it's gonna be that much better.
We're not gonna stop trying, you son of a bitch.
So what we're gonna do today, since we're skipping over most of our segments to get into our Spotify Wrap, because I know that's gonna.
It's one real quick thing that kind of ties in. I learned a fun fact the other day that made me love this album that much more. You know the cover of White Pony?
Mm-hmm.
The little horse on the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that was a slight nod to Hum's You'd Prefer an Astronaut, the little zebra on the album?
Really?
Yeah. Fucking
Interesting.
cool, right?
Wow.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You were gonna bring up something about my comment the other day.
Oh, about you not caring about fucking dying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't bring that up.
You know what? It just dawned on me right now.
And the reason I thought about
We're gonna
it
fucking
is because Rick used to do that. If he dies, he dies.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm gonna circle back.
Uh-huh.
That's why you've been fucking mad or been ignoring me for the past 4 fucking days.
Why?
Because then you go to the studio. You can't remind somebody.
No, that's not why I haven't been ignoring you. I've just been so busy.
I even told Eric W. that I said I talked to this dude twice in 5 days. It's never fucking happened.
I've just been super busy, dude.
Oh, $1 million says you've answered a DM, texted somebody back, but I couldn't get a hey, bet. Sorry, man. I'll call you tomorrow. You live on this fucking thing.
I do, but I've actually been kind of away from it lately. I've had so much, dude. So
I know
much.
you have. I know personal stuff is going on. But look, this is what you do all fucking day. You fucking lie to me.
I just pull up your picture and look at you for a little bit.
How many times do I remind you about shit? All the fucking time.
Do you?
Oh, shit. The fuck? Simple fucking reminder.
Actually,
I've been going through the ringer too, my man. Thank you.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something, but
Move the fuck on.
all right. So, about me saying.
Oh yeah. So we were talking on the phone.
We did talk, dude. Yesterday we were on the phone for 2 hours.
Yeah, because I wouldn't let you go. I said I just gotta keep talking. That way he doesn't fucking cut me off for the next 4 days. We were on the phone for 2 fucking hours.
Mhm.
But a few days ago, or like 3 weeks at this point, I don't even fucking know because I don't even talk to you that much anymore. We were talking about something, and one of us said something about death, and you were like, well, I don't even care, man. Like I don't care if I die. It doesn't bother me or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, you turned me on. You made me sad and turned me on at the same fucking time because you were like, if he dies, he dies. Those of you who don't know, Rocky 4, check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of dying?
Every fucking day.
Really?
Every fucking day.
The only reason I'm afraid to die is I don't want to leave my daughter.
Thank you. Yeah.
Or my wife, obviously.
Yeah.
My wife.
Well, dude, there's a lot of things.
But-
like I'm not fucking done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not done. I don't want to leave my kids. I want to leave my wife, my dad, and my parents are still here. Like,
yeah.
I got a lot of life left in me. I want to be a fucking peepaw one day. Like, I'm not fucking done. I'm nowhere near done. I feel like I'm just getting started.
You know, I don't want to bring this down, and I don't want people to like be like, oh my God, we're going from a high to a low. Dude, like honestly, and I know this is going to sound sad, but I don't want you to think it's sad. It's just kind of the way I feel. After losing both my parents, instead of making me not want to to fight that natural feeling of like, no, I don't want to die. I got to stay here and live forever, right? It did the opposite for me. I don't know why. It just kind of made it to where it's not even like, oh, I want to die, or if I die, or like in a sulking kind of way. It's just kind of like, it made me realize like, fuck, man, when life happens. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when my time comes. My only hope is that it's not painful. You know, that's all. That's the only way I could see things. You know what I mean?
Fucking knock you out here in a bit. Let's see how that feels,
dude. Plus, you want to know something funny? So let's make it now. Make it lighthearted, or not lighthearted, but fun, dude. This is hilarious. When I broke my toe, I fainted.
No, you did not.
You
did not tell me that. I can totally see it, dude.
I dropped like a 50-pound piece of wood on my toe.
Yeah.
So I broke my toe. This was over a year ago.
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was working on guitars and walked over to the couch. I was like hobbled over afterwards. I guess the pain was so intense, dude. I sat down and then everything just went black. And then I came to and then the pain again was just like, oh, and second time just out. That's just the way my body deals with pain, I guess. But after that, dude, honestly, I was like, man, if that's how death is, like you just out and that's it, like that's not so bad.
Do you believe in life after death?
I do.
Yeah. What do you think happens?
There's this lady that I follow, and she claims to be a medium, and I'm a sucker for believing in shit, you know. But again, I feel like that's kind of embedded in us. I think we always naturally try to grab it. Like, think it's like instinctual for us, because if we knew there was life after death, if we were dead certain that there was, no pun intended, there was life after death, we wouldn't be so ambitious. We wouldn't have these things that make us want to move forward.
Yeah, I could see that.
And so the way I see it is like, well, there may be absolutely nothing after death, but it doesn't hurt to like hope or have that, you know, bless you, to have that desire for there to be something after, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that keeps us hopeful, and because the thought of there being nothing is horrible, right?
Fucking pure black.
Yeah, it's horrible. It wouldn't even be black. It would just be nothing. But so I follow like this one lady, and she claims to be a medium, and she says some really interesting things. She talks about all the stages that you go through, according to her, after death. And it could be, like I said, it could be total bullshit. But man, the stuff she says is like, man, that would be really cool if that's the way it is. So she talks about like having your soul family.
Yeah.
Where you have a family in the afterlife and you live thousands and hundreds of thousands of lives, millions of lives together, and you're just in different forms. And
family that you know, or this is like people?
Family, like, so for example, like she says, have you ever, like with you and I, like, have you ever found somebody where you just had an instant connection and there's something about that person and whatever reason you just like, and eventually maybe you become friends, maybe you don't, maybe you interact, but you walk away feeling like, I know this person. She says it's probably part of your soul family. That so when you die, it's like everybody kind of reconvenes, and it's like a remembrance of all the lives that you've lived together. So maybe in my past life, I could have been some like alien and you were my prostitute.
You got damn right. I probably fucking was.
Another life, I could have been, I don't know, whatever else, and I was your cat or whatever, right? So
yeah.
She says that there's just, you have a massive soul family that you all come together.
Wait,
but
so we're going to do this again?
Eventually, I guess so.
Fuck, we got some talking to do, man. Okay.
So it's really
Things need to
interesting, but she
change.
talks about how long you stay on Earth, like roaming after you die,
Yeah.
is dependent on you, that like you got to go into the light and see all that stuff. She says that you go through what's called it's called the healing room, and the healing room could be really quick. And she was like, there's a spirit that I've spoken to that has been in that healing room for like the equivalent of like Earth years of like 18 years because they had so much trauma.
Yeah.
So you have to go through this experience of like understanding that you're dead, kind of saying goodbye to your loved ones, and then you go into this healing room where it's like a review of your life, but you're like healing from all this trauma. And then after that, you go into your afterlife world, which is where you're rejoined with some of your soul family. And then essentially she says like you're put in this place and you're able to do whatever you want. It's like it's a world that's just kind of your own. And she's like, that's where sometimes you wait for some of your soul family to come, and then you say, hey, let's do this again and go somewhere else. I don't know. It's weird shit, and it's probably all fucking bullshit. But at the same time, like, I have hope that something like that is the case, because that would be really fucking cool.
I was watching, I like to watch things on neuroscience and, the power of the mind and stuff like that. And studies have, I don't know when I saw this one, but anyways, some scientists were doing some experiments on life after death, and they are showing brain activity after death.
Right, which means it could be all in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who knows, man? I don't like to think about it. I've always been like that. I've always been afraid of death. Always.
You want to know what makes me not afraid, and then we'll move on from this, because I know the audience is probably like, oh my God.
You schmaltzy motherfuckers.
When you look at the history of humans, right? It's estimated there's been about 120 billion people walking the planet at some point. Right now, there's about 7 billion here. So that means 113 billion people have died.
Yeah.
I'm just going to join them. Like, it's like, I feel like, you can't hang on to it. I feel like it's in us to want to hang on to it, but that's because if we, instinctively, evolution wise, we are we have to want to survive, right?
Yeah. I definitely understand that, but it's the fear of it is double fold for me, right? Like I fear it, but then at the same time, it makes me nurture like I was just telling you earlier, I nurture my relationships so much, which is like, I never take this for granted, or phone calls for granted, because Lord knows what's going to fucking happen tonight, tomorrow, right? And I'm not taking shots, but like, that's why I always do it. You know what I mean? Course. It's like Eric W. and I tell each other I love him all the time. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm a man who chooses his battles and picks the hill he wants to die on.
Yeah.
When people give me shit about the dumbest fucking things, I'm like, dude, that's what you want to fucking argue about?
Yeah, that's true.
You're mad about that?
Right.
Right? Like there's a few things that have transpired over the past couple of weeks with other people, and I'm like I want to be mad at you, but dude, you're the one who needs to fucking realize the shit that you want to argue about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Plus, I mean, the last couple of years, I've had a really crazy dose of reality with my parents, one of my best friends. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, that just enforces that thought process even more of like, dude, like, shit happens like that.
And I know it's weird. People think I'm weird, but like, if I've got you for life, I've got you for life. And it doesn't take fucking much with me. Let's take Dave and Stevie, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in their physical presence all but an hour in the past few months, but I fucking genuinely love those dudes because I felt it, right? Like,
yeah, they're your soul family.
I feel connection on a different level than people like to talk and get to know each other, right?
Right.
But I already know in the first 10 minutes of being with somebody, right? And then hearing their part, I love those dudes, right? But that's how I work, right? You know what I mean? So it goes with choosing your battles and nurturing your relationships to the fucking utmost.
Right.
It's important to me. And I know you guys think I'm a pussy and everyone's like, Adrian just fucking likes to tell me he loves me all the time. But it's because
I appreciate that you're like that. I wish I could be. I need to be more like that.
You know, the sad part is you used to be like that.
Was I?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Dude.
Really? How long ago?
A solid 18 years ago.
Oh, okay.
17
Yeah,
years
I was
ago.
dumb and immature.
Yeah, loving people is so stupid. Moving the fuck on.
But yeah, anyways, I'm grateful for you. And since Thanksgiving just passed, people, I'm grateful for all of you listening.
Yes, absolutely. We could not, you guys make us want to do this more and more and more and more.
Yeah, for sure.
Every single one of you, every listen is greatly appreciated, not taken for granted. And every day we talk. We literally plan our podcast, and like that's all we thrive on. You know what I mean? So thank everybody.
Yep. All right, let's get into our challenge results. I challenged you with Laz Rocket, and you challenged me with Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
The fuck is a Homo Sapien?
I want you to go first.
Yeah, dude, mine's gonna be quick this time around.
I think mine's gonna be quick too.
So Laz Rocket, a thrash metal band from the 80s, right? True to what I just said, very thrashy. So the weird thing that happened to me though is you go on Spotify, and Spotify says all their albums came out in the 2000s. So I don't know how Spotify uploaded their shit, and it's like 2008, 2009, blah, blah. So I had to go to the internet, the Wikipedia, find their discography, see which album came out when, right? So I'm just going to glaze over the first three albums.
Gloss.
You had gaze. I got gaze on the mind. City's Gonna Burn, No Stranger to Danger, and Know Your Enemy. They're very thrashy. They're very 80s, the quintessential 80s sound. However, with these guys, though, because I'm more versed in this genre now with all the challenges you've been giving me, it's probably going to, make you a little mad. They sound very cheeky and parody-like to me. They sound like they went into their garage and said, dudes, we're going to do Priest and Maiden and fucking make them one.
Okay, I could see
you
that.
Know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like the Rob Halford thing, very evident in this dude's voice. Musically, a lot of fucking Maiden and Judas Priest. Even though you haven't challenged me with Judas Priest, I do know a lot about them. So those first three albums, kind of like I couldn't find anything.
Mhm.
It's just like, okay, yeah, very thrashy. The drummer's good. His blast beats are,
Right.
they're very good. The vocalist just sounds like every other 80s guy that's trying to emulate the big guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
Annihilation Principle came out in 89. The production started getting a little better. They started getting a little heavier,
Mhm.
right? They still kept their thrash, still kept the 80s sound, but there was something more metal about it, right? Nothing Scared, same thing, kind of sound like Annihilation Principle. Their last album, this one actually came out in 2008, called Left for Dead. Dude, I fucking love it.
Really?
I love that album.
Wow.
Yeah, it's more metal, like it's more groovy. They still kept their traditional 80s Laz Rocket sound, right? But it was more modernized. The production was fucking great on that album. Yeah. Just to pick a favorite song, Ghost in the Mirror is a fucking great song. Out of all the albums, that song stuck out the most to me.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, overall, a thumbs up. Will I go back? No. Just being honest.
Yeah.
Again, you lump them in all these bands that you've thrown at me before, they're probably at the bottom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, again, going back to these guys were just a band that I would listen to all the big bands when I was younger, when I was a kid. But for some reason, I discovered them. My brother probably discovered them, especially because of the artwork. I'm sure you noticed.
Yeah, that's the first thing I fucking
noticed. Like, and they weren't up there with those other guys, but they were like the side band that I would like throw on every once in a while. And there was something about it. I loved it. It's kind of, then I think that kind of led into like, I was really, really into like DRI. Later on, really into like SOD, Stormtroopers of Death.
Yeah.
And suicidal tendencies, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I will say that the more you introduce me to these bands, the more I understand your style.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's times where you're very modern, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you do like these type things, and I'm like, oh, now I get it.
Oh, okay.
A little spritz of that in our shit. You know what I mean?
Just kind of embedded there in the brain.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, actually, that was better than what I thought it was.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be a little upset with mine.
Yeah, I'm sure I am. Dell's not for everybody.
Well, no. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so Adrian challenged me to listen to Dell, the Funky Homo Sapien.
And for a lot of people, he is very underground, right? To me, one of the world's greatest MCs. But he's had a long career. But the one thing he's most known for, just so people can wrap their heads around who we're talking about, is he did a song with Gorillaz, Clint Eastwood, and he's the guy who raps on it. Finally, someone let me out of my cage. That's Dell the Funky.
What he's mostly known for.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put it out there like this. I just started randomly listening to songs. I didn't really kind of do the starting from the bottom.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I liked it. I liked it a lot. But as I progressed, I was trying to come up with, normally I'll be like, oh, this song, and I'll write a note about a song, or this album, and I'll write a note. I couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
It was like, it was good, but there was nothing that I could say like, this is what's good about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, it's just that there's a lot of artists, there's a lot of rappers that go that route. You know what I mean? Like DJ Shadow, I know, like when you challenged me to do his stuff, there was just certain aspects of it that really gravitated. Even what's his name? Passed away. What's his name? MF Doom.
Oh yeah.
You know, there was something even about the production, or there was like a little thing here. With him, I'm not saying that it was bad. It was really good. Every song I heard was like, this is a good song. But there was just nothing that pulled me to say like, this song or this part of this song. It was just like, it was good. Yeah, this is good.
Did you just focus on...
I tried listening to just the music. I tried listening to his lyrics.
I'm saying you just did Dell. Did you go on to Deltron 3030?
No.
Oh, see... Because that's that project I told you he did with that producer Dan the Automator.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That album is fucking...
Dan the Automator's one. He worked with Daryl Palumbo for Head Automatica, right? Okay. Yeah, it was good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, and see, like, even though nothing really pulled me in, I will totally listen to him going forward.
Yeah.
Because I liked it.
Yeah.
It's just, it was really good music, but it was just nothing that was just making me like, fuck, like, dude, like this one song or this one, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that because there's another one of my favorite MCs. He's known for being Cool Keith, but he also has a alter ego that he calls Dr. Octagon.
Mm-hmm.
And his Dr. Octagon stuff is like, it's very weird, but like, I love what he's saying, but it's just, to me, that's background hip hop. Not like with Doom, where you're like going to fucking just get in it with him, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. No, I could see that. But I mean, yeah.
No, I mean, so overall, it was like, it was good shit. Definitely good, like, you're having a little kickback. Get together
background.
Yeah, really good. But nothing just really stood out. But again, but I like the stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's also one of those that I think that if you listen to the stuff regularly, then the songs start to like, that song.
Dude, there's this one song my cousin Chris and I, Chris Terrio.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it stuck out to you, but Mr. Dabalina.
Oh no, yes, because that song did stick out because I remembered you always singing that. Yeah, for sure.
Me and Chris, every time we see each other, that's all we start doing.
Yeah, but so that's we're not gonna challenge any with today, right? We're just gonna get into our Wrapped.
Oh, I thought we were.
Do you have a challenge?
Yeah, everything's ready to go. I mean, we're just gonna list the challenge. I mean,
okay, then I need to go back and.
Oh, well, if you don't have one, that's fine. We can save it for next week because I do want to do one next week also.
Okay, so we want to get into our 2023 Wrapped from Spotify. I wanted to wait to closer to the end of the year, but everybody's talking about theirs right now, so I was like, let's do it.
Yeah, let's just do it.
This is we did it last year, and it's fun. It's fun. So I'm just going to go through each. I'm trying to mute it so that way I can just kind of look at. So let's start off with how many songs you played in 2023.
Oh fuck, where is that?
Do you have? So what I did is I put it on this thing, and I'm just kind of pausing it and going through it. So if you do listen to Spotify, which this works great because before I didn't listen to Spotify, I was in Apple Music. So I think our first year or two doing this podcast, I was an Apple guy. So then when I did the switch, especially last year and this year, it really works because Spotify is really all I listen to.
You're fucking welcome. You fought me on that tooth and fucking nail.
Whatever. Did you find it?
Oh no, I thought what am I doing here?
I don't know what you're doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share mine while you look that up. Okay. So one of the first slides here is how many songs you listened to in 2023. Spotify does a really good job of keeping track of everything so you can kind of see where you stand as a music listener. So for me, I played 3,282 songs over the course of the year.
Dude, how do I go back to find my Wrapped? I took screenshots of all my shit.
Well, then just use the screenshots.
But
what I did is I had to go, sorry for this, ladies and gentlemen. What I did is
I found it.
And then now I'm back. Crap. Okay, yeah. It just popped up for me again. That's what she said. Go at the very top. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So for me again, 3,000. Hold on. Now I got to get back to where I was. 3,282 songs in 2023. How many did you have?
It's not there yet.
Just tap it to go to the next slide.
3,062 songs.
Damn, I beat you.
Yeah. There's a reason for that though.
Why? Because you listen to the same shit over and over?
A song is a song, Alan. No, to be quite honest with you, I've been very podcast heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
True.
I listen to a lot of podcasts lately.
Right.
But on the flip side of that, I've just been really going down the mental path, right?
Uh-huh.
So I've been listening to a lot of stuff on YouTube, actually, lectures. And,
okay.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I kind of pulled back on the music the past 3 months.
Mm.
I mean, I still listen to music, right? But I've just been digging deep on other stuff.
Okay. So let's look at our top songs.
That I know.
Oh, wait. first it goes into how many artists you listen to. I've listened this year to 1,551 artists.
I listened to 1,125 artists.
Damn, I beat you again. And I thought you're the shat maker here.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, I still do my due diligence for the podcast.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you, though. I told you a few months ago that I've had crazy music fatigue, man. Like big time.
Yeah.
Big time, big time.
And this year has been good for me when it comes to that. Normally I get that quick.
Yeah.
This year's been really good for me. My daughter's helped me. She's introduced me to a lot of artists, which is pretty cool. I don't know. Like for example, when I'm recording an artist here in the studio, normally when I get in my car and I drive away, like I don't even put the radio on. But lately I'm like, my ears have been, I can throw on all kinds of music and everything. Dude, and I've been doing 15 hours in the studio. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I just been podcast heavy and just going down that mental path, man.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So, oh wait, it said top songs and then it just.
Okay, I have my top songs.
Oh. Where did you get your top songs from? Damn it.
I told you when I just screenshotted everything. I got my top songs.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I think I did the same thing. So let's just do that. Here we go. Top artists, top songs. All right, let's do our top song. So what's your number one?
My number one is your favorite band of all fucking time. The song Clairvoyant from the band The Story So Far.
Oh, God, really?
Shout out, Dave. I love you.
Fucking shit. Really?
Yeah. But, again, Spotify trips me out a lot, but I'll explain more when I get to my top artist. But yes, that was my number one song.
Wow, that is crazy. So my top song was Pyro from, do you know who?
No.
Kings of Leon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, let me ask you this though.
Let me ask you this.
Did you find yourself really listening to that song that much this year? Because yes, I love this song, and I'll repeat it once or twice here and there, but I don't remember listening to it all that much.
Really?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that definitely for sure. I just don't know. I don't know who this. I have another top song, but I don't know who that artist is. No, yeah, for sure. I listen to Kings of Leon a lot. I told you about my relationship with Kings of Leon. I hated them in the beginning, and I love that band so much for sure.
Okay, what's your number two song?
Number two, "Bury Us Alive" from Starfucker.
Yeah, you challenged me with them, right?
No, I should though. I didn't challenge you with them. I don't think you'll like them.
Okay, my number two song,
or maybe I did challenge you with them. I don't know. It's probably one of those that you were like, hated it.
Boring. My number two song was Smile from the band Flicker Stick.
What?
Yeah, I did listen to that song a fucking lot this year.
Holy shit, dude.
It's a great fucking song.
I ruined that band for myself.
Oh, I know.
Such a good band that, wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I ruined them because I listened to them so much, but God, they were so good. So anybody that's listening, Flicker Stick, there used to be this show back in the day on VH1 called Bands on the Run.
Bands on the Run, yeah.
And it was like these 5 bands all competing for a record deal or something, right?
Yeah.
And Flicker Stick was one of those bands. And
they'd have to do like these stupid challenges in different cities and beat another band to the city to get this done. And yeah.
It was a cool show.
Very cool
and
show.
Then, but that band that was on there, they were so good that I was like, who is this? And they did like one EP or something, and that was it. I think they broke up.
Dude, the other day at work, I've been at work for fucking ever the past 2 weeks. I went down the rabbit hole. Do you remember a show called Battle for Ozfest?
No.
Yeah, on MTV, they got like 5, 6 bands.
Mm-hmm.
They took one member from each band to represent that band
Mm-hmm.
to fight for a spot on touring Ozfest and I think a record contract.
Oh, wow.
Bunch of new metal bands that you would love.
Oh, man. So, all right. So, Bury Us Alive was Starfucker, and yours was?
Flicker Stick
Smile.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 3. Or no, you go. You're number 3.
My number 3, no fucking surprise. This one is, I listen to it once a day. Fucking Vienna from Billy Joel.
Okay. My number 3, you're going to be like, what? Was a song called Our Deal by a band called Best Coast.
Best Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to now.
Gross. Is it one of those bands?
I don't know, man. I don't even know anymore. I don't know what you like and what you don't.
You're disgusting. Number 4, go.
Number 4, The Sunshine by Manchester Orchestra.
Okay.
I actually did that one. That was one of my,
Yeah.
you know what song blows
Yeah.
my thong off? That song blows my thong off.
See, and this is where I don't understand where Spotify's coming from. Yes, this band is one of my favorite bands of all time, but I can tell you I did not put this song through the ringer this year. My number 4 was Red Hot Chili Peppers' Scar Tissue.
Scar tissue like a, what is it?
That I wish you saw.
I wish you saw.
Sarcastic Mr. Know-It-All.
Oh, okay. So you don't feel like you listened to that song?
No, I know I didn't listen
You
to
want to
that
know?
song.
You want to know why I think happens? Is that you've heard the song so many times, but you still like it. I have a feeling it's one of those songs that when it comes on, you don't even really notice it's on because maybe you're doing something, and so you let it play all the way through, and then you go on to the next song.
Maybe. I don't know. But I know I wasn't like, oh man, I got to put on Scar Tissue today. Like,
Yeah,
like
it's-
Vienna.
It's probably
right?
when your songs are playing. I have a feeling that also it connects to like a song that you don't skip ahead. Because that's one thing I can say is all of these songs, that was the connection that I felt. That all of these were songs that I don't skip ahead. I let play all the way through.
Could be right. Okay, what's your number 5?
Ready to Start by Arcade Fire.
Disgusting.
Fuck, I love that band
You're
so much.
disgusting.
You're fucking whatever.
My number 5 was a song called The Herd from a little band called Of Earth and Bone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of had to listen to that song a lot. Right? Yeah.
Oh, that's cool though.
All right. What are we doing next?
Top artists. Should we do that?
Let's do it.
I mean, we still got we still got time. Okay, so my top artist this year is exactly the same top artist I had last year.
Okay.
M83.
But do you feel that that's
Dude,
true?
yes.
Okay.
I listened to M83 so much. I'm actually surprised none of their songs were on my top songs.
Okay. My number 1 has been the same number 1 for the past like fucking 4 years or some shit. Who do you think it is?
Deftones.
Yes. But again, yes, they're my favorite fucking band on earth. Yes, I listen to them. But that much? I'm going to say
I could see it.
I'm going to say this year. This is what's tripping me out. So, let's just take the past 6 months. I've gone heavily down the electronic road, right? There's one band in particular. There's a producer by the name of Amon Tobin who has a side project back in the day or whatever. I don't even think it's a side project. It was his project. Anyway, he was doing a project under the name Cujo, and he has an album called Adventures in Foamland.
Mm-hmm.
That album I can't stop fucking listening to.
Mm-hmm.
He's nowhere on here. In the past 6 months, it's like, I don't want to listen to anything with lyrics. I'm going to put Cujo on.
Yes, but think about how, even if you're just listening in passing, like how often probably a Deftone song comes on and you probably don't skip through it.
Actually, no, I've skipped through a lot.
Really?
I'm telling you. To me, again, you're probably right on how the algorithm works. But for me, it's like, who does this guy go to a lot? So I can tell you Cujo. I've listened to a lot of Burial. I've listened to a lot of DJ Shadow, like a lot of instrumental DJ type stuff for like the past 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Sprinkled with, my favorite metal artists, dude, like fucking Better Lovers. I can't stop fucking listening to that fucking EP.
What about, I wonder if it takes into consideration liked songs.
I mean, yeah, I liked those songs a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But Better Lovers just came out, and I recently just liked those songs.
I need to listen to those more.
Oh God, dude, that song from that band I told you about last week, Many Eyes, with the guy from Every Time I Die.
Yeah.
Can't stop listening to that fucking song.
Mm.
So there's a lot of metal shit that's like, all right, so go with your number 2, and I'll explain more.
Well, it's funny because you know what I was really afraid of? When you challenged me with fucking, what was their name? Band that I hated so much. One of those Kayla Q bands that you challenged me. Oh, was it Breaking Benjamin? No.
Oh, that was like 2 years ago, guy.
No, it was, starts with an A.
Oh, Atreyu.
No, not Atreyu. Actually, I take that back. They had a huge catalog, and I told you they reminded me of Creed and like all these other bands. What was it? Maybe it was Breaking Benjamin. No, I don't know. Anyways,
Started with an S though.
dude, I kept getting like, because you like this band. I was like, I don't fucking like this band. But it was because their catalog was so big that I really was worried that they were going to affect my list this year.
And to your point, I've listened to a lot of 80s metal this year. It's nowhere fucking on here.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Maybe it just knows. Maybe it just knows
Maybe
us.
they're just lazy and they're like, I know this bitch likes the Deftones. You know what I mean?
Don't update the algorithm. Let's just go with.
Yeah, fuck this guy. Because
Yeah.
dude, quite literally, my top artists,
Yeah.
I think it's the same ones from last year.
Really? No, mine. The first one for me was the only one.
Okay, so who's your number 2?
Number 2 was Kings of Leon.
Okay.
But again, well, maybe they were on there last year. I don't think so. I don't know. But I have, for the last few years, consistently listened to Kings of Leon.
I'm going to go back to last year's Wrapped
Mm-hmm.
because I think you titled it our Spotify Wrapped.
Right.
I'm going to go back and listen to that. And
Yeah.
I'm going to almost guarantee you that Chili Peppers were fucking number 2.
Well, but again, they're one of your favorite bands. So it makes sense that Deftones and Chili Peppers are on your list. You
But-
probably listen to them and don't even realize you're listening to them anymore.
I haven't. I'm telling you, the Chili Peppers, of all bands on this list, are the least I've listened to this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you have so many songs that are liked by them.
Their whole discography is liked.
Well, there you go. That
So
could
is
be
it-
that
so are
could
the
play a role.
Deftones.
Well, there you go. That could be part
Okay,
of it.
Who's your number 3?
Gus Dapperton.
Oh, okay. Gussie D.
Mm-hmm.
King of Dream Pop. Bedroom
Ooh.
Pop.
Who I introduced you to.
You're so full
I
of
swear to fucking God.
you
I
did not.
swear to God.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did, dude. I sent you a video, and the video that I don't remember what song it was, and you were like, and you even told me, you were like, I like it, but it's kind of, and we were talking about his haircut. Yeah, dude. This
know
was years ago. Years ago,
I was on YouTube one day, and I saw this pumpkin pie haircutted freak.
dude.
Gus
I
Dapper-
sent you that song. I sent it to you. I wish we could go back. Fuck.
All right. My number 3,
Uh-huh.
fucking Incubus. No, there's no fucking way.
Huh.
No way. Yes, I love Incubus, but not to be my number 3. Dude, Spirit Box is not on this fucking list at all.
Oh, wow. Have you heard the new stuff yet?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I love it.
Surprised we haven't talked about it. I only heard one of the new songs, and I really liked it a lot. But
Yeah. Who's your number 4?
number 4, Empire of the Sun.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you say that's true?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. You like them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
weird. You're always all decked out in this metal gear, and there's not
Dude,
one.
not a single metal band
This is
on
what
my
I'm
artist.
saying, dude. All
But
right.
but it's true though. I do listen to these artists far more than any metal band.
My number 4, Smashing Pumpkins.
Makes sense.
It does,
It's,
right?
I
In my life, it makes sense because of them being my all time, right? My
Mhm.
all time list personally.
right.
But listening wise, no.
I don't know, man.
All right, who's your number
Do you
5?
fall asleep with the music on?
No.
Hmm.
Fuck no.
Somebody else listen to your Spotify?
No.
Oh, I don't know. That is weird. Number 5, the man. And when I say the man, like, God, man, let me tell you something.
Norman Pangle.
Shut the fuck up. I don't like no pedos. You know, like you like to say, like there's lyric guys and there's guitar guys and everybody's a certain guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a lyric guy,
Mhm.
but when you want to talk about the best lyrics ever written, hands down, as you would say, this guy writes the best lyrics.
Tom York.
Oh, he does too. Frank Sinatra.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah, you told me you've been going down that path.
I love Frank, dude,
Yeah.
for forever. But
Yeah.
I think as I'm getting older, I'm just really appreciating.
29 is not old.
I know.
Come on.
As I'm about to hit 30, Frank Sinatra just resonates more and more and more with me. If I ever want to be in a good mood but sad at the same time,
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah, absolutely.
And then like towards Christmas time, I start to listen to his Christmas music. Dude, I just, if there's any song, if you haven't listened to Frank Sinatra, listen to, actually, no, I'm not even going to put it out there. Just Frank Sinatra is just the shit.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
So yeah, so M83, Kings of Leon, Gus Dapperton, Empire of the Sun, and Frank Sinatra for me. And who's your number 5?
My number 5 actually makes sense, 100%, because I have to listen to this band more than once a week. To me, they should be number 2, if not number 1, because I know I listen to them more than the Deftones. Hum is always on my list. Because Hum is fucking God's gift to music.
So if you had to say who your number 1 should be, who do you think it should be?
Hum.
Oh, okay.
I listen to Hum religiously.
Well, you just said number 2.
No, and then I said, if not number 1.
Okay, well, who else would be in that 1-2 category?
Spirit Box, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like I'm telling you, and if it's going literally off of the data collected from the year, Cujo and Burial, 2 electronic artists, should fucking be on here. Because that's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird.
You know, it did say something in here where it said, let me go back and see. It said something about like, it described me very, very, very perfectly. It said that hold on, let me jump through here. Let me see. Top artists. I'm a great listener. Yes, I know. One moment, please.
Oh, God, you are not a great fucking listener. And someone's lying to you.
Where the hell is it? It said something about that I have a tendency to listen to somebody and then just drop off and never listen to them again or something like that.
Well, I think that has to do with our challenges.
Oh, that's true. That could be a very good point. But I do feel like I am kind of that listener.
Did you get podcast stuff at all?
I did.
Okay.
My number 1 podcast. I don't even know if I want to admit it.
Just go. Like, let's just give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because it's back and forth.
Oh, I'm trying to. Oh shit! I don't want to say thanks. Hold on, I'm trying to pull that one up. Well, what's your number 1?
My number 1 podcast?
Yeah,
dude, I am Rappaport Stereo Podcast.
Oh, really?
Shout out Michael Rappaport.
Well, mine's only showing me my number 1. It's not showing me. Oh wait, maybe it will.
Yeah, go all the way to the end.
To the very end.
Yeah.
Hold on, I don't listen to very many podcasts. No, it's just showing me.
This guy, man.
We didn't do top genre, by the way.
I'm a podcaster,
and we didn't do minutes listened either.
Oh, okay.
All I know, I think I saw it somewhere with the podcast, but I will say that my number 1 was Joe Rogan.
Okay.
Which, again, you know, for anybody listening, if you don't like my wife's not fond of Joe Rogan at all. But it's like I tell her, I don't listen for Joe Rogan.
The guests.
It's the guests. He's got such good guests on there. You can't help but like listen every once in a while. I know Steve-O's Wild Ride was on there.
Okay.
And then the dad podcasters, our own, because even though we're a part of that shit cracks me up, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, I only listen to each episode one time. But like our episodes, I kind of won't go back and listen all the time.
You're the one who's got to produce it. Okay.
But yeah.
Let me just give you my top 5. Because you don't have your top 5, right?
Yeah, it's not showing up.
Okay. My top, number 1, I Am Rappaport Stereo Podcast by Michael Rappaport. Number 2, Tiger Belly with Bobby Lee and Kalila.
Yeah, you know, he's under a lot of fire right now.
Again?
For some of the shit that he said, yeah.
Oh, God.
But, I mean...
Sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3, The Most Beautiful Men on Earth, Half and Half Podcast. Number 4, This Past Weekend with Theo Vaughn.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Yeah, that guy's cool.
And number 5, Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett.
Okay.
That's a fucking great one. He has some amazing fucking guests on that podcast.
Yeah, dude, mine doesn't show. It did. I had seen it at one point. Oh wait, let me see. Maybe it's here. Nope. But no, it's not there, man.
All right, let's go to minutes listened.
Oh shit. I was just there. Okay, go. You go first.
29,824, and my top genre is rock.
29,000 how much?
824.
Damn. 29,480. If this was The Price is Right, I would have won.
The fuck you mean?
Just kidding. I don't know.
Who beat who now, guy?
What was your top genre?
Rock.
Just rock?
Rockato. Yeah.
Wow. Mine is Indie-tronic. Tronica. Indie-tronica.
The fuck?
Yeah. I mean, I can see it. It's like Empire of the Sun type shit.
Oh, yeah.
Indie-tronica. Damn. So you beat. That's kind of cool though. We got really close in how many minutes we listened.
Yeah. It's about time you caught up. And Spotify considers me an alchemist. Listening is your laboratory. You create your own playlist more than other listeners do. Nice work, Doc.
Where is that? I had seen that somewhere too. I should have screenshotted shit. That was hard to say. Screenshotted shit. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, wait. I did screenshot some stuff. I will say really quick while I'm looking, shout out to all of you who reached out. We had a few people reach out to show me that our podcast was their top podcast.
Yeah.
That is unreal.
Amazing.
I never thought that, I don't know. I never thought that would ever be a thing.
When we started this thing 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago, whatever it is, it was literally us wanting to shoot the shit with each other like we do every fucking day. And I mean, are we famous podcasters yet? No. But what we do have, we owe it all to you guys. And we're very humbled. Thank you. Appreciative. Couldn't do it without you guys. Again, we said it earlier. You guys make us want to do it more and more. And I'm very thankful for every single one of you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know it's a cliche that a lot of shows say those kinds of things, but for reals, like seriously, like honestly, if we had 0 listeners, I know we'd still be doing it.
Yeah, of course.
Especially for me personally, I always think, one day, speaking of dying, I know I don't want to bring it down, but
again,
one day I would like, my daughter, if she ever has kids, her kids, to be like, go back and listen. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Do you want your grandkids to hear their
I don't care, dude.
Hear all the things that come
one
out
day
of
they're
their
gonna
peepaw's
be
mouth?
One day they're gonna be older like us, and they're gonna be like, I get it now.
Yeah. My grandpa had it right the whole fucking time.
Yeah. But honestly, what I think fuels us is the fact that we do have listeners. The fact that, especially like we've somehow collected a decent following, and so it's pretty amazing. I don't even, like, words can't even express just how that makes me feel. Yeah. It's it's not easy to bring people into your life and let them know you on a personal level. But at the same time, it's as artists, as I guess like kind of entertainers in a way, and just kind of being in what we do, it's just part of the, what's the word I'm looking for? My other half. It's part of the. See, you're supposed to finish it. We're not half and half anymore. It's just part of the gig, dude. I guess.
Yeah.
It's Anyways, just thank you guys. Seriously, I know Thanksgiving just passed, but I am very, 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 very thankful for those who actually take the time to listen to us, and for whatever reason you actually do listen to us. It's very much appreciated. So
yeah, you guys want to listen to two guys bicker like husband and wife?
I really think that they just want to hear your deep voice.
I know, right? I can't do it today. When did I do that? Oh, the cigarettes after 16.
Yeah. Dude, that cracked me up so hard. But all right, anything else on this?
Nope. Spotify, get your shit straight, my guy. You need to really hone in on that algorithm.
I don't know,
buddy.
man. I feel like it was spot on for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe it's that I dug so deep, and I know this is gonna annoy you in post-production. Sorry.
It's all right.
Maybe as I dug so deep on the podcast front, they were like, the fuck it way. I'll just use last year's.
You think?
I don't know, man.
I would like to know kind of what goes into the algorithm here.
Spotify, who can we call?
Right?
Who can we fucking call?
Who can sit here and discuss the algorithm to us? Yeah, right. It's probably all fucking top secret shit. But anyways, next episode, we will get back into our challenges.
Yes.
There's some other stuff that I really want to get into. That's going to be some deep chisme that I want to get into.
What?
Yeah.
Have I heard the cheeseman?
Yeah, of course. You're part of it.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anything else that we want to throw out there?
Nope. No, I don't have anything. If we're gonna save it all, again, thank everybody.
Exiled, listen to the Exiled podcast, listen to the Dad Podcasters show.
Listen to Whip Shaded and Faded, even though they haven't done it in a while, but hopefully they come back. Listen to Moat 9, my boy Moat. He has another podcast, AAA Cigars podcast. Check that one out.
Grind Too Hard podcast. What else? I feel like we're missing. I know we're missing a couple. I got a new fucking badass podcast that's coming in next week. It's two physicists from here in El Paso, and they're gonna be talking about some really cool shit. So
two physicists walking to a bar.
It's gonna be really cool. So also Frozen Soul. If you haven't, if you want to hear some really good death metal, check out Frozen Soul. Those dudes were pretty badass.
Yeah, El Paso Electric. Shout out that you're doing your shirt.
Shout out to Sam from Frozen Soul. Looking forward to that episode coming out.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it and see it. Awesome.
All right.
That's it, everybody. Till next time, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.